Hey everybody, it's Jim Petrell, broker founder of Arden Real Estate Services, Jim Petrell Real Estate Team. Here I am again in just I'm driving into work and come across this funny issue, and I thought that I would pass this along. So here's the thing. Do not get involved in backup offers. Don't write one if you're with a buyer, and if you are representing the seller, don't ever accept one. And I'll tell you why. If you're representing the seller, if you accept a backup offer, you are now stuck with that backup offer. But while you're dealing with your first escrow and maybe it falls apart and that other person comes in and says, well, I've got a backup offer for you already. You know what those people were doing the whole time, right? While you were already in escrow, they're out finding another house and they have no obligation to you. So they may not be there. All right. So don't think that you're okay. Plus you want to market the home. You want to get it back on for sale because maybe you get to double end it this time. All right. Maybe you can get more money. Don't ever lock yourself in with a backup offer if you're representing the sellers. There's no reason for it. If you're representing a buyer, and sometimes your clients make an offer on a house and they don't end up getting it, that happens all the time. And sometimes they'll bring up to you, hey, well, what if we wrote a backup offer? And you're going to have to tell them, no, we don't write backup offers. I have a very good relationship with this listing agent. I'll check with them periodically, but that listing agent has assured me that if something's going to happen, the first indication there's a problem with this escrow, that they're going to let me know. And at that point in time, we'll come back in. All right, but in the meantime, we have to go into the assumption that this house is going to close escrow like the vast majority of escrows do. This house, unfortunately, is no longer available. So let's go find you something else. All right, here's why I do that. I made a mistake when I was a new agent. I wrote a backup offer early on in my real estate career. I wrote a backup offer on this house, and this house ended up being like it was some 45-day escrow or something like that. And here's what I found. I ended up taking my buyers out over and over and over and over, and they just wouldn't move on any houses. And here's why. They had one foot in the grave. They kept thinking they were going to get this other house because they had a backup offer in. And really all it did is prevent them from buying another house, and it wasted an enormous amount of my time. So I just wasn't okay with it. So anyway, long story short, don't ever get involved in a backup offer. Don't accept one if you're representing the seller, and don't write one if you're working with a buyer. The seller, it's just going to screw you up. And limit your options. And with a buyer, your buyers they're never gonna buy another house. They're gonna have one foot in the grave the whole time. So just don't do it. Anyway, that's my little bit of advice for the day. Thought that I could pass it on to the real estate world. You guys would enjoy it. Again, this is Jim Petrell, broker founder of Arden Real Estate Services, the Jim Petrell Real Estate Team. I just want you guys to have a fantastic day.